What's up, everybody? Good evening. Tommy here, Math Productions. And I got off work tonight and I was scrolling through creations on Gamepass. This isn't the normal live stream playthrough, but I came across from Radiclown this Star Wars Tatooine mod. I've heard about it before. It's got a couple requirements that I had to add with it. Of course, I had to grab the Tamable Creatures patch for Tatooine by Ghost Rider 231. But this is actually super cool, right? And it's inspiring me more. I still want, and I'm going to one day figure out a fully functioning, fully working, as full and robust as possible Star Wars themed load order, right? Specifically for Xbox, as always. But one day I'm going to get it done. I tried recently. There was a couple things that just weren't working right, so I didn't want to put it out there. But this kind of scratches that itch. This mod does, again by Radiclown. Their portfolio is immense. They have so many mods on their creator page, and so many of them are for Star Wars, right? Star Wars and Starfield. That's literally what can happen, and a lot of the work that makes that possible has been done by Radiclown, right? Again, the Star Wars Tatooine mod itself has two main requirements. It's like Star Wars resources, props, and something else, and then the Star Wars resources blasters. I show off a blaster later on towards the end of the video, after we start exploring a couple POIs and stuff like that. What we're showing off just real quick on screen is not just Tommy the Xeno Ambassador for like the dialogue, but again to highlight that vendor ability. And we did not have an EM weapon. We only got the 10 basic CCDs at the start of a new game, plus the 5 prod charge batteries or whatever. And we have no 8 items for Xeno hunting, right? But because of Ghost Rider, we're going to test out here on screen as we make our way towards some of these custom POIs. We're going to check out these custom Star Wars creatures, and again, because of Ghost Rider 231's patch, we will be able, hopefully, fingers crossed, to tame at least a couple of these, right? There's the Banta. I'm not familiar with a bunch of the other Xenos, a couple of the other Xenos that we see in this video, but the Bantas, everybody knows the Bantas, right? Spoiler, that's the one that I can't catch. I chuck a bunch of CCDs, you'll see it in a second. I flap it a couple times, and the flaps take it down, but not via capture. But back to what I was saying, right? So there's two base required mods for this mod itself, but it's a really cool mod, and the required mods also super intriguing for the assets that they add to the game, right? But again, Radiclown has done a ton. There's a couple other mod authors that you'll see their names frequently when looking for Star Wars mods. You'll see them when I eventually get a Star Wars load order up, right? But Radiclown, just shout out again. Most all the mods that I've tested out from them personally have worked as advertised. For the most part, I think Radiclown does the aliens and the droids. I think one of those two, to be fair, is what was giving me a couple of issues with some other mods, potentially, in the load order I was working on last. I didn't want to be persistent with that one and work out the kinks. I just moved on so I could get back to playing. But I'm convincing myself right now, not just you who watching the video, you know what I'm saying, in this moment. I'm not just convincing you that a Star Wars load order is coming. I'm also convincing myself and talking myself back into it, right? Because I absolutely love Star Wars. It does mesh in some aspects incredibly well with Starfield, at least mechanically when you're playing, and aesthetically when you're playing as the user looking at a screen, right? It's super fun, super cool. I personally don't think I'd ever do like an actual playthrough with a big heavy Star Wars focus, just because of the conflicts of the canon, right? I'm not a huge like canon stickler, but I feel like if I'm like going through the UC quest line and they're decked out as the Empire and there's no reference to any of that, I could role play alternate realities and stuff like that in my head. Like, I know it wouldn't be difficult, but I feel like for me, it wouldn't be immersive enough for me to want to sustain like playing that way, I guess. But for like a one-off, like right now on screen, taking out, what was that, an ATST, and these stormtroopers, like, that's crazy cool, right? That is crazy, crazy cool. They got the speeders in here, they got the transports. This POI, I think it's ATST real quick. Let me make sure I didn't make myself sound dumb. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's an AT-AT. I think it's an AT-ST, right? But anyway, like, this mod is super cool. Like I was saying, it does scratch the itch. If you do want to add some Star Wars flair, the Star Wars Tatooine mod by Radiclown is fantastic. In the description of that mod, it will list another one under the section that says required. It'll say that Star Wars resources, props, and then the blasters, and then it'll show off the Mos Eisley. I don't remember the exact creator name off the top of my head, something with the word fox in it. That mod looks incredibly cool, but under its requirements, right, there's literally just a line that says Radiclown mods. That's it. There's no further instruction, so I have no idea. Like, do I have to download Radiclown's entire author page, right? Like, I've looked at it. I think it's talking about, like, the aliens and the droids, like those more common, like, required type foundational mods. I think it's just talking about those, but it's crazy vague, right? Like, it literally just says Radiclown mods. Fantastic, buddy. Dude's got like 40 of them probably, so I have no idea. We'll check that one out. I think Thorjan Ironside has shown that one off. I could be misstating it, misquoting it, misremembering it. I don't know. What is this? Bro, so see, this is dope. This is super dope, right? It's got a merchant, other NPCs. It's literally a moisture farm on Tatooine, like what we've seen in A New Hope and many other meetings, right? This is a super cool mod. I wanted to show it off. I just wanted to look for a fun mod. Found a fun mod. Super happy I found this mod. I might even have to add it to the main livestream playthrough, because literally it just adds another system with this one planet, a couple custom POIs. I'm not mad at it, so we'll consider that, right? We'll think about it. If you think that sounds cool, definitely let us know in the comments down below. Let us know what other Star Wars mods might be super cool that we should check out. I am going to get that load order together one day. Right? But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope you press the like button. Hope you consider subscribing to the channel, and take care till next time.